All right, this is take 2 of the vlog because it completely just wasn't working out. Being a master mom is who I am. Living the mommy life is what I do. Seeing our boys' smiling faces is what I love. Follow me day by day, step by step, as I learn the art of motherhood and the life of being a master mom. How are you guys doing this morning? I'm trying to get my face together. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get my face together. So I had like this whole self-conscious conversation with my husband this morning about my hair. Most people look at my hair and they go, oh my gosh, your hair is so nice. It's so curly. Is that your hair? But somehow in my human self, I'm still not satisfied with it. And I really don't want to be ungrateful because I realize I could possibly not have any hair on my head. And truth be told, I've already been there. I've already been at a place where I didn't have the hair that I had before. Years ago, when I had this big thing come out with my eczema, and then I wasn't eating what I needed to eat. And then, and I am prepping to get a lot of content done. And so what do? I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I create content on like several different platforms, and I also have different businesses. So on February 14th, I'm supposed to be launching my print on demand t-shirt business, which I'm excited about because I've already done jewelry and I've already done clothes years ago, but this is a different kind, which I feel like I get to be creative in the designs and all that stuff. So I'll be working on ordering the stuff for that. I'm still gonna launch on the 14th, but I don't think I'll have all of this stuff because I had to do a massive amount of research. And one thing I love about doing research is that like you don't necessarily, let me move you guys over just a little closer because I got a lot of stuff going on the countertops. And so you don't necessarily have to, make your own mistakes because people make the mistakes for you. And so if you do the right kind of research, then you end up having not to make the mistakes that people, once again, that have gone before you, pretty much have made. And so what I mean is, like, at one point I was going to get one particular heat press machine, and then somebody that I was watching was like, no, don't get that one is a disaster. And then I was going to go ahead and get like the circuit machine for the cutting that has to get done and the weeding. And then I'm seeing people say, no, don't do that, just do transfers. So after a couple of weeks of actually watching different people do it, I've decided on the method that I want to go ahead and do, and so that's good. That if you do the right amount of research for your business, then you don't have to waste money in the end. So I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and start the heat transfer business. That's going to work in several different ways in that I'm going to be using it for my Intentional Lady creatives designs, but then at the same time, if my husband wants to use the heat press, obviously, and get transfers for anything that he's doing, or if we want to take an order for something that we're doing for ministry, we can do that just as long as we have the equipment, pretty much. So it's definitely a win-win where that's concerned. As up to speed that are already on this channel, or if you'll be new to this channel, we went ahead and transitioned from Florida to Atlanta a year ago, and God knows it's been an adventure for all of us. And so we're currently staying in our 3-story townhouse south of Atlanta. My husband would be happy to hear me say that because he's always trying to show me maps because I don't have a clue. But south of Atlanta, and we are in the process of trying to figure out where in the world we're going to be in terms of like the location where we want to stay. So we can stay south in South Atlanta, or either we can go up north. And we genuinely, I think, want to be up north, but we understand that at this time, the property or the type of property that we want to go ahead and purchase, I don't know what I'm doing, up north, we can't purchased that property, that kind of property yet. And so ideally for me, I would want to just hire builders, and then go ahead and get the property custom made, which is something we talked about. But in order to do that, we have to buy land, which in some cases is cheaper than when you use actual builders, like in a community that is getting built out by builders. But it definitely is a process, and we're just not ready to do that right now. But I'm excited to have the chance to go look at property. So we've already been on the rat race several times, kids in the car, looking at different properties. So, you know, we're already kind of in the know about what we want where that's concerned. But it's all about, at this point, not necessarily having a dream house, but having a house that's more functional for a family of 5, especially with the boys, because they need space, and I need space because I'm the only girl and I need to get away from these people every now and again. Yeah, it's all good. So we've made, do with where we are now in the townhouse. And our townhouse is not tiny, but it's definitely way smaller than what it was that we were used to, coming from Florida, in Naples, where we were, for sure. And so I think I might have to go ahead and rebraid this and then take it back out, because it did get a little poofy and I don't want it like that in my videos today. But we had like a whole conversation about my hair, because I hate wearing my hair out like this. I just hate it. I'd rather just go ahead and put on the wig, because it gives me more volume. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and watch a couple of tutorials on YouTube, with natural hair, because I really don't have it. And then I think about the fact that I still want to have a baby girl, but if I did, I probably wouldn't have any clue what to do with her hair besides put it in little, pom-poms, pretty much, which would be pretty cute. And so yeah, so I'm just wetting it. I'm gonna go ahead and comb it out, put a little conditioner in it, and then after that, puff it out for my video a little later, where that's concerned, and then try to see if I can focus on wearing my hair like that consistently after I go ahead and I watch a couple of YouTube videos, which I've already watched 50 different ones, pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. The boys are downstairs. We have this guy come to pretty much do their haircuts, so they're getting ready to have him come and cut their hair, and then I'll be in my office getting content done today for the most part, and ordering that stuff for the business. I wanted to hop on my business page on Instagram and do a quick training as well. And so I was doing like 2 videos on that channel. I can't handle it. The volume is too much. I'm not editing the stuff on time. It's inconsistent, and I hate that. So I decided to make the tough choice of only doing 1 video a week on Wednesday, so I can do that. I can hit that marker, whether it's a vlog or a training video, and then I can go on Instagram and teach. And then I can attend to all my other pages as well, until I can get the help necessary. But nonetheless, as much as this sounds stressful, I enjoy it so much, on every different level, which I think is super cool. So let me go ahead and hurry up, because I'm kind of in slow mode, way slower than I should be. Go ahead and get myself together and start drinking water. As I'm getting older, oh my gosh, with the bags underneath my eyes, and really it started after my 3rd son, for the lack of sleep with the kids. They're only 2.5 years apart, something like that. And if I don't drink enough water, I notice in the week, then I get these puffy eyes. So if you have any kind of insight that you can share with me, I heard cucumbers and all that stuff, but I definitely know it's a water intake thing, in terms of the puffiness. But yet I'm still beautiful. So I'll see you guys in a bit, because I got to get the rest of myself together. to stop and take a minute just to say how so happy I am to be vlogging again. When I can honestly, just think about when I started this vlog back in 2014, I slapped myself because I'm like, why did you stop? Why did you stop? But I don't think it was a matter of me just, primarily just wanting to stop. I didn't just want to stop, but life's circumstances. And then, also my mindset at times just really stopped me from doing it. But one thing that I love about my Master Moms channel, and I think you can relate to this if you're, I don't know, if you have a similar situation, is that it just allows for me to just be so free, in every compartment of who I am. And if you watch any of my 900 channels, you'll hear me at one point or another talk about that, like being in ministry with my husband since I was 23 years old, really did limit me in certain expressions on the basis of who I thought, I needed to be. And really, I was going through this metamorphosis process, which oftentimes, I call our developmental process of, just being a woman in whatever capacity, a mother, a wife, a person, whatever. I was going through that process of identifying who I was, who I wanted to be, and then mixing that with who I thought I should be, to other people, which was completely dangerous. You know what I mean? So I'm just so excited to be having the opportunity to do this channel again, because it just allows for me just to plainly be Tamia, and I just feel like, once again, like I didn't really have the opportunity to just have the world see me just as me because of that particular role. You know what I mean? And I can't necessarily say that there's anybody to blame for that, but I do think that the church culture that I grew up overall, they just were so big on cross your T's and dot your I's, and particular season of my life. Like, I feel like I'm kind of being rebirthed in a way, if you will, to embrace showing, certain components of who I am in my rawness to the public. You know what I mean? Because that's not something that I was super comfortable doing before. I guess because I was afraid of the judgment of people, and oftentimes I say I was afraid of embarrassing other people. Like, it was just like a whole thing. You know what I mean? And so now I'll be 38, and honestly, I'm just now coming into, you know what I mean? Like, embracing myself. So my hair is still trying to dry. I should just take a blow dryer to it, but I'll just go ahead and read. And I still haven't drank my water, so my eyes are still puffy. There's a part of me that wants to go downstairs so bad and interrupt. I'm an interrupter as a mom. So my husband, he has the boys this morning. He'll have them until I'm done doing my content and everything else. But there's always this part of me that wants to go and interrupt. Let me know if you feel like that sometimes, like you just want to interrupt. But I'm not going to do that because the kids are fine. He's fine. Just leave them alone to me, is what I keep telling myself. But I just want to go check. So I know that the second guy, our second son, out of the three, obviously, is getting his hair cut because I heard him crying because I guess the barber was combing out his hair before he's going to cut it. And that's the mom in me. I just want to go and see what's going on. But he's fine. But that's a part of me. So far I've been able to get some content on 2 Instagram pages. Then I'm gonna hop on my computer, just do some stories, to try to get into stories every day, even if I don't post, which I think is super important for any level of content. And then there's just this super duper like excitement that I keep feeling about doing all this stuff. What else am I doing? I got to do a couple of reels for the week, probably like 6 to be exact. And then I'm going to do like another 2 for my Master Moms Instagram page as well. But I need my kids for those, for some of them. But I'm going to be utilizing them as well. for those reels. And that's pretty much it. So this is what's going on today, Saturday. Every Saturday is not necessarily like this, especially if my husband is traveling. And I think that this is a really good time to close the vlog because my camera battery just went off. I didn't realize that I didn't charge it. But I hope that you guys have the chance to be able to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. You're going along once again with me on this journey of simply being a master mom, learning the art of motherhood. For the past 10 years, it's been amazing, and I'm looking forward to what God will allow for me to do in this season of mothering in the future. Let me go, y'all, before my camera cuts off. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.